Welcome to the Screaming Wombats Airsoft Team Divide Series Storyline Recap. The political divide began when President Gregory Stillman used military force against the citizens of the United States. Shortly thereafter, 37 states formed a coalition known as the United States Freedom Fighter Militia, or USFFM. The first battles took place deep in the woods in Mackinac City in northern Michigan. The USFFM used guerrilla tactics to counter the superior firepower, organization, and tactics of the military. During the first uprising, military forces were able to easily defeat the USFFM uprising. The Divide 2, or the LZ is hot, found the USFFM with their tails between their legs. Having been defeated, they were regrouping in order to launch an operation to capture a landing zone where a helicopter would be delivering a valuable nuclear physicist. The USFFM was able to hold the landing zone for long enough to extricate the nuclear physicist. Shortly thereafter, the USFFM was driven from the territory by the superior U.S. military forces. Forced into retreat, once again the USFFM lost the main objective to the military. The beginning of the Divide 3, or Nuke Flash, the USFFM found themselves making difficult decisions. Brave and, if I may say so, good-looking commanders decided that they needed to use the nuclear device provided by the nuclear physicist that was captured in Divide 2 in order to strike back against a key military stronghold. The USFFM captured Satlinks and were able to place the nuclear device in the stronghold, and for the first time in history, a nuclear detonation occurred on American soil. At the beginning of the Divide 4, we see a unique twist. Although the USFFM had scored their first real victory against military forces and were emboldened, the Russian military took advantage of a weakened nation and launched an invasion against the United States. Both teams joined forces to conquer the Russian invasion. The USFFM and military worked together and successfully were able to repel the Russian invasion. Due to their low numbers, the Russians didn't stand a chance, and the conflict between the USFFM and military forces continued. Not surprisingly, the military were able to regroup much more quickly and once again decimated the USFFM efforts, although with far less resources than they had previously. This brings us to the Divide 5, the finale of the Divide series, titled Dominion. Both teams, on more equal footing than they have ever been, will be competing for the resources and political capital necessary to gain dominion over the nation. The objectives for both teams will revolve around this fact. At the break of the Divide conflicts, President Stillman took refuge in an underground bunker long forgotten since the Cold War era. USFFM intelligence discovered a panel that could be wired to overload the HVAC system of the complex and flood the complex with deadly phosgene gas, ending the Stillman regime once and for all. As with every chapter in the Divide series, the way the teams complete their objectives and their successes and failures will affect the beginning of the next Screaming Wombat Light Milsim Series. In a nation that was decimated by the Divide Wars, both teams will have their challenges cut out for them. Cities lie in ruins, with vast areas that are damaged beyond recognition. Large swaths of land have been affected by radioactive fallout from the detonation of the nuclear device. One team will be attempting to rebuild and stabilize the nation. The other team will be trying to survive in a land that is inhospitable and where resources are king. Thank you for watching, and be sure to stay tuned for more information on pre-registration, which will open in April of 2022. The Wombats will see you on the field.